Namaskar. The printing press, journalistic activity and the public opinion. James Augustus Hickey in 1780 started the Bengal Gazette or Calcutta General Advisor, the first newspaper in India, which was seized in 1782 because of its outspoken criticism of the government. Later, more newspapers/journals came up. The Calcutta Gazette, 1784, the Bengal General, 1785, the Calcutta Chronicle, 1786, the Madras Courier, 1788, the Bombay Herald, 1789, etc. These journals usually aimed to cater the intellectual entertainment of the Europeans and Anglo-Indians. There was hardly any danger of public opinion being subverted in India. The company's officials were worried that these newspapers might reach London and expose their misdeeds. Thus, they saw the needs for curbs on the press. Lord Wellesley enacted the Censorship Press Act 1799, which imposed almost wartime restrictions on the press, anticipating French invasion of India. The relaxation of press restrictions came under Lord Hastings. The licensing regulations of 1823 enacted by John Adams, the acting Governor General, were directed chiefly against newspapers published in Indian languages or edited by Indians. Raja Ram Mohan Roy's Miratul Akbar had to stop publication. The Press Act of 1835, enacted by Sir Charles Metcalfe, the Governor General, 1835 to 36, 1835 from 1835 to 1836, replaced the obnoxious 1823 ordinance, and Charles Metcalfe earned the epithet of liberator of the Indian press. The emergency caused by the rebellion of 1857 led the government to reimpose restrictions on the press by the Licensing Act 1875. Press development in the Congress era. The early phase of nationalist movement from around 1870 to 1918 focused more on political propaganda and education, formation and propagation of nationalist ideology, and arousing training, mobilization and consolidation of public opinion, then on mass agitation or active mobilization of masses through open meetings. For this purpose, the press proved a crucial tool in the hands of early nationalists. The National Congress in its early days relied solely on the press to propagate its resolutions and proceedings. Powerful newspapers emerged during these years under distinguished and fearless journalists. These were the Hindu and the Swadeshmitran under G. Subramaniam Iyer, Keshari and Maratha under B.J. Tilak, Bengali under Surendranath Banerjee, Amrit Bazar Patrika under Cecil Kumar Ghosh and Motilal Ghosh, Sudharak under G.K. Gokhale, Indian Mirror under Anand Sen, Vice of India under Dadabhai Nauroji, Hindustani and Advocate under G.P. Verma, and Tribune and Akbar-e-M in Punjab, Indian Hindu Prakash, Dhyan Prakash, Lal in Gujarat in Bombay, and Som Prakash Banganivasi and Sadharani in Bengal. These newspapers were not established as a profit-making business adventures, but were seen as a rendering national and public service. Their impact was not limited to cities and towns. These newspapers reached the remote villages too. The newspaper not only became the political educator, reading or discussing it became a form of political participation. It also played the institutional role of opposition to the government. The government, on its part, enacted many strident laws, such as Section 124A of the Indian Penal Code, which provided that anyone trying to cause disaffection against the British government in India was to transported for life or for any term or with imprisonment up to 3 years. The Vernacular Press Act of 1878, enacted during Lytton's term, provided for the confiscation of printing press paper and other materials of a newspaper publishing seditious materials. It was later repealed in 1881 by Lord Ripon. The Newspaper Act in 1908, the Indian Press Act 1910, and the Indian Press Emergency Power Act in 1931 were the other important acts enacted to restrict the activities of the press. Modernization of Indian languages and literary forms. Bengali. The earliest prose works of any merit were written under the aegis of William Carey from 1761 to 1834, a Baptist missionary, by some of his assistants such as Ramram Basu, and Mrityunjaya in the College of Fort William, established in 1800. Raja Ram Mohan Roy's Vedanta Grantha 1850 is perhaps the most lucid work of early Bengali prose. The Baptist mission of Serampore started the first Bengali newspaper, weekly, named Samacharana Darpan, Samachara Darpan 1818. Modern Bengali literature has been an outcome of the impact of English education on the respective Bengali mind. The first, as well as one of the greatest of modern Bengali writers, was Michael Madhusudan Dutt from 1824 to 1873, who wrote the magnum opus Meghandhavadha Kavya, an epic poem in 9 cantos, 1861. Bankim Chandra Chatterjee wrote Anandamath, Devi Chaudhurani, and Sitaram. The Rabindranath Tagore raised the Bengali literature and language to a high level. Sarath Chandra Chatterjee's novel Patthar Dabi was banned by the government. Sachin Sanyal wrote Bandi Jeevan, Gujarati. Govardhan Ram Tripathi 1800 from 1855 to 1907. Saraswati Chandra is regarded as the greatest classic that modern Gujarati has produced. Raman Lal Desai's novel Divya Kaksu gives a naturalistic picture of 1930 movement. Gandhiji, from 1869 to 1948, imparted new life to Gujarati prose. A vast number of articles and notes apart, he wrote Hindi Swaraj, Atmakatha, Dakshina Africana, Satyagrahano, Itihasa, and Arogyani Chavi. Hindi Bhartendru Harishchandra from 1846 to 1884, father of modern Hindi literature, drew out poetry into the open sunshine of social life. The process was continued by Mahavir Prasad Dwivedi, a moralist by nature and a reformer in practice. He was supported by two great poets, Ayodhya Singh Upadhyay, renowned for his Priya Pravasa, and Maithili Saran Gupta. Social, political, and economic problems were taken up with a keen interest, and a note of national regeneration was struck. Outstanding poets of this school was Makhan Lal Chaturvedi, Balkrishna Sharma, Naveen, and Ramdhari Singh Dinkar. Overemphasis of the moral aspect led to neglect of the natural human impulses. A strong reaction found expression in Chayavada of Jaya Shankar Prasad. Chayavada, Chayavada, Chayavada of Jaya Shankar Prasad. The other important exponents being Suryakant Tripathi Nirala, Sumitra Nandan Pant, and Mahadevi Barma. Jaya Shankar Prasad's Kamayani is an epic portraying the external struggle of the human soul against the background of the modern age. Prem Chandra was the greatest Hindi novelist. Marathi. The pioneers in the Marathi prose was Bal Gangadhar Shastri Jambekar from 1810 to 1846, who started the daily newspaper Darpana 1831 and periodical Digdarshana 1841 and Bhav Mahajan and Joshi who founded Prabhakara and Gyan Chandrogya. These were followed by the thought-provoking writings of Krishna Hari Chiplungkar, Vishnu Bhuva and Brahmachari and Gopal Hari Deshmukh alias Lokahitwadi who roused people to a new consciousness of their heritage. Vishnu Shastri Chiplungkar founded the Kizri 1881, which later on attained all India importance under Lokmanya Tilak. Hari Narayan Apte from 1864 to 1919 wrote novels such as Usah Kala Enemy, Punjabi. Bhai Veer Singh, rightly called the father of modern Punjabi literature, has been generally regarded as the best product of the Singh Sabha movement. His novel Sundari, Vijaya Singh and Baba Nodh Singh celebrated the chivalry of the Sikhs and the excellence of their religion. His long poem Rana Surat Singh appeared in 1905. Gurbaksh Singh has considerably enriched the Punjabi prose through his books and his magazine Preet Laddi English. Foremost among the pioneers of Indo-Anglican literature stands Raja Ram Mohan Rai from 1772 to 1833, a master of effective prose in English. Arvindo Ghosh from 1872 to 1950, the most outstanding of the Indo-Anglican writers, wrote the poetic magnum opus Savitri and the Life Divine. Rabindranath Tagore's Gitanjali, The Gardener and the Crescent Moon, though originally in Bengali, could be regarded as fresh creations in English. Some of Tagore's prose works, Sadhana 1913, Personality 1917, The Religion of Mind 1932, were also originally written in English. Sarojini Naidu's The Gold Threshold 1905, The Bird of Time 1912, and The Broken Wing 1917, and the posthumously published The Feather of the Dawn 1961 excel in rendering familiar things with a touch of color and romance. Mulk Raj Anand wrote novels such as Untouchable 1935, Coolie, Two Leaves and a Bud 1937, Across the Black Rice Waters 1940, The Big Heart 1945, R.K. Narayan's principal works are Swami and Friends 1935, The Bachelor of Arts 1937, The English Teacher 1945, etc. Jawaharlal Nehru's An Autobiography 1936, Glimpses of the World History 1939, and The Discovery of India 1946 have achieved international fame. धन्यवाद. Thank you so much.